Back when the posters peeled, cameras at dust on the lens. We ain't had much to flex, but the storm is endless.
Tape in the day, you play, let it run. Whole block froze when the burst got spun. Ash on my jeans, ink on my thumb. Notebook fat, every margin crammed up. Hand me down kicks on the cracked ass curve. Learn more here than I ever did in church. OG now from the dude by the stars. So say what you mean, don't be chasing the wars. Milk crate thrown on the corner of the Ave. Dreams in the bag with a change in the cash. Tag on the wall like a prayer I'm chained. Whole crew broke, but we still felt great. Sneak in the club with the back on the lights. DJ drop a gem, we recited on sight. Whole room drunk in the snare, he'll bite. Every little moment felt bigger than life.
Take me back to the block again, where we passed that mic like a consequence. Used to rap our pain just to make some sense.
I remember all those nights we were broke
but rich.
On a stoop we would talk,
and I wish
every word down we wrote,
that script
still is in my heart like this.
Back on the block again.
Yelling out the window, come meet us late. I'm still in the cypher trying to carve my name. Bootleg piece out of radio dub. Turn it way up, let it shake these shrubs. One take, two take, stutter then snap. Homie in the hoodie say, run that back. Laugh when I choke that I finished that bar. Felt like the first time I touched the star. Polaroid fade on a fridge, that crew. Half moved out, half locked, half blue. But I still hit the last in the project hall. Still hit the lines when the nighttime falls. Scroll through the phone and it's all blue light. Back then it was brick phones, Porsche and Sky. If I ever do a step, man, press rewind. Hit that knock, find my spine, you right.
Take me back to the block again, where we passed that mic like a consequence. Used to rap our pain just to make some sense.
I remember all those nights we were broke
but rich.
On the stoop we would talk,
and I wish
every word that we wrote,
that script
still is in my heart like this.
Back on the block again. On the highway echoes till the rooftops move. Every faded sticker, every inside joke.
If the world goes quiet, let that needle spin. Close my eyes, I'm right there.
I'm back on the block. Take me back to the block again, where we passed that mic like the consequence. Used to rap our pain just to make some sense.
All those nights we were broke
but rich.
On the stoop we would talk, and wish every word that we wrote,
that's rich.
Still is in my heart like this.
Same cracked sidewalk, same old story, different face in the mirror, same number at the core.
Back when no posters peeled, cameras at dust on the list. We ain't had much to flex, but the story
In this
tape in the deck, hit tray, let it run. Old block froze when the verse got spun. Ash on my jeans, ink on my domes. Notebook fat, every margin crammed up. Hand me down kicks on the cracked ass curve. Learn more here than I ever did in church. OG now from the dude by the store. Says say what you mean, don't be chasing the woods. Milk crate thrown on the corner of the Ave. Dreams in the bag with the change and the cash. Tag on the wall like a brown in paint. Whole crew broke, but we still felt great. Sneak in the club through the back, run the lights. DJ drop a gem, we recited on sight. Home jump when the snare hit right. Every little moment felt bigger than life.
take me back to the block again. We passed that mic like a consequence. Used to rap our pain just to make some sense.
I remember all those nights we were broke but rich. On the stoop we would talk and wish
Every word that we wrote, that script
still lives in my heart like this.
back on the block again. again.
Mom yelling out the window, come meet us late. I'm still in the cypher trying to carve my name. Bootleg beats out of radio dub. Turn it way up, let it shake these shrubs. 1 take, 2 take, stutter, then snap. Homie in the hoodie say run that back. Laugh when I joked and I finished that bar. Felt like the first time I touched a star. Polaroid fade on the fridge, that crew. Half moved out, half locked, half blue. But I still hear the laughs in the project hall. Still hear the lines when the nighttime falls. Scroll through the phone and it's all blue light. Back then it was brick phones, porch and sky. If I ever lose step, man, press rewind. Hear that knock, find my spine, get right.
Take me back to the block again, but we passed that mic like a consequence. Used to rap our pain just to make so sense. I remember
all those nights we were broke but rich. On the stoop we would talk and wish.
every word that we wrote, that skipped.
Still lives in my heart like this.
Back on the block,
From the hallway echoes to the rooftop smoke. Every faded sticker, every inside joke. If the world goes quiet, let that needle spin. Close my eyes, I'm right there.
back on the block again. Take me back to the block again. We passed that mic like a consequence. Used to rap our pain just to make some sense. I remember, hey.
All those nights we were broke but rich. On the stoop we would talk and wish.
Every word that we wrote, that's real.
Still lives in my heart like this.
Back on the block again.
Same cracked sidewalk, same old stool. Different face in the mirror, same hunger at the core. Scuffed up J's, chalk on the crate list. Corner store cat knows me by first name. Borrowed cassettes, labels have faded, but that kick still hits the same. Yeah. I grew up with a staircase smell like summer and smoke, with an old head slapped dominoes talking to jokes. Well versed in a notebook felt bigger than hope, writing bars in the margins of a library coat. Had a Walkman, batteries I shook back a life, rewinding one rhyme like a habit of vice. Dreaming I could step in that cipher, roll dice, every punchline landing like advice. Mixtapes in my backpack, folded and worn. Track me scribbled with arrows, crossed out forms. If the tape pop, nah, we still perform. Twisted back, press play, let the crowd transform. No followers,
Just followers aside.
if your verse lagged hard, you were out of bounds. We judged by breath control, not counts. And the loudest kid quieted when the real came out.
Take me back to the corner, back to the park, where they turned up the volume till it lit up the dark. We were broke, we were young, but we all felt rich. From the break to the hook to the back street thing. Oh,
Back on the block again, hands in the air, let it rock again. We were scribbling dreams with a borrowed pen. Play that memory back on the block again. I remember when the train car walls were our blogs. Every tag of prayer sprayed over the fog. Every stairwell echoed with a freestyle jog. You could trace whole lives by the cracks in the law. Cypher in a circle by the crooked hoop. Somebody brought a beatbox, somebody brought a loop. Somebody had a story they were scared to unroot. Till the rhyme made a lighter, turn pain into proof. We didn't chase clout, we chased the applause. From the kids on the curb yelling,
run that pause.
rewind, let them catch that clause. When you snuck in your black, your brother, your flaws. I learned more from those nights than a school day job. How to stand in my truth when the room is tall. How to flip every setback into food for the walk. Gotta carve my own lane in a one-way block.
Take me back to the corner, back to the park, where they turned up the volume till it lit up the dark. We were broke, we were young, but we all felt rich. From the break to the hook to the back street kid. Oh,
Back on the block again, hands in the air, let it rock again. We were scribbling dreams with a Bono pen. Play that memory back on the block again. Maybe it's gone, or maybe it's stored in the dust and the dawn. Every crack in the groove is a life we lived on. Every pause, every pop scenes carry it on.
Take me back to the corner, back to the part where they turned up the volume to the lid of the dark. We were broke, we were young, but we all felt rich. From the break to the back street.
Back on the block again, hands in the air, let it rock again. We were scribbling dreams with a bottle pen. Play that memory back, back on the block again. Scarfed up J's, scarf on the crate list. Corner store cat knows me by first name. Borrow cassettes, labels have faded, but that kick still hits the same. I go up where the staircase smell like summer and smoke, where the whole head slap dominoes, talking in jokes, where a verse in the notebook felt bigger than hope, writing bars in the margins of a library coat. Had a Walkman batteries I shook back to life, rewinding one rhyme like a habit of vice. Dreaming I could step in that cypher, roll dice, every punchline landing like advice. Mixtapes in my backpack, folded and worn, track list scribbled with arrows, crossed out forms. If the tape pop, now we still perform. Twisted back, press play, let the crowd transform. No followers, just followers of sound. If your verse lay hard, you were out of bounds. We judge by breath control, not counts, and the loudest kid quieted when the real came out.
Take me back to the corner, back to the part where they turned up the volume till it lit up the dark. We were broke, we were young, but we all felt rich. From the break to the hook to the backstreet kid. Back on the block again, hands in the air, let it rock again. We were scribbling dreams with a borrowed pen. Play that memory back.
Back on the block, I remember when the train car walls were our blogs. Every tag of prayer sprayed over the fog. Every stairwell echoed with the freestyle jog. You could trace whole lives by the cracks in the log. Cypher in the circle by the crooked hoop. Somebody brought a beatbox, somebody brought a loop. Somebody had a story, they were scared to one root. Till the rhyme made it lighter, turned pain into proof. We getting chase clout, we taste the applause from the kids on the curb yelling,
run that pause.
rewind, let them catch that clause. Where you sluck in your block, your brother, your flaws. I learned more from those nights than the school day chalk. How to stand in my truth when the rumors talk. How to flip every setback into food for the walk. How to carve my own lane in a one-way block.
Take me back to the corner, back to the park where they turned up the volume till it lit up the dark. We were broke, we were young, but we all felt rich. From the break to the hook to the backstreet pit. Oh, back on the block again, hands in the air, let it rock again. We were scribbling dreams with a borrowed pen. Play that memory back.
Back on the block again.
Maybe it's gold, or maybe it's stored in the dust in the dawn. Every crack in the groove is a life we lived on. Every pause, every pop sings, carry it on. Take me back to the corner, back to the park where they turned up the volume till it lit up the dark. We were broke, we were young, but we all felt rich. From the break to the hook to the backstreet bitch. On the block again, hands in the air, let it rock again. We were scribbling dreams with a borrowed pen. Play that memory back, back on the block again. Back on the block again.
Late night Snoop Dogg, taped up Walkman, graffiti on the shutters, whole block nodded. Scuffed J's on the curb, that was day one. Cypher by the bodega, had to say something. Milk crates for a throne, crown was a snapback. Dreams in the JanSport, life in the backpack. Crack case, duct tapes, writing on the label. Side A, hope, side B, barely stable. Corner store smoking my favorite tea. Thought the whole wide world was the A-Train C. Mom's yelling from the window, get upstairs now. But the rhyme just landed, couldn't tap out. We were broke, but the crew felt legendary. Every loose page like a little sanctuary.
Take me back to the block again, where the days ran long and the nights were friends, when the only thing we owned was a secondhand pen. But we felt like we'd already won. Back on the block again, where the dust and the dreams got tangled in wind. If I could press rewind just to live it again, I go back, back on the block again.
Yeah. 9 to 5 now, tie strangling my collarbone. Still drum on the desk like it's my first microphone. Boss talk cheap, but the rent talk louder. Clock hit 6, I go chase that power. Basement booth, crack foam on the pop screen. Still chase that first gas from the block scene. Old heads say the game's all changed up. I just hear new lanes, same love, same cuss. Still see that brick wall where we wrote our names. Half scrubbed off, but the ghost remains. Every scar on my knuckles from the freeze tag nights got me swinging through the dark, trying to reach that light.
Take me back to the block again, where the days ran long and the nights were friends, when the only thing we owned was a secondhand pen. But we felt like we'd already won. Back on the block again, where the dust and the dreams got tangled in wind. If I could press rewind just to live it again, I go back, back on the block again. Funny how the time just fades, but the sound still stays in my veins. Every crack, every hiss, every shout from the stairs, it's all still there, all still there. Take me back to the block again, where the days ran long and the nights were friends, when the only thing we owned was a secondhand pen. But we felt like we'd already won. On the block again, where the dust and the dreams got tangled in wind. If I could press rewind just to live it again, I go back, back on the block again. Back on the block again. Back on the block again.
Late night stoop talk, tape that Walkman. Graffiti on the shutters, whole block nodding. Scuff J's on the curb, that was day one. Cypher by the bodega, had to say something. Milk crates for a throne, crown was a snapback. Dreams in the jam, sport life in the backpack. Crack case, dub tapes, writing on the label. Side A, hope, side B, barely stable. Corner store smoke in my favorite tea. Thought the whole wide world was the A-Train C. Mom's yelling from the window, get upstairs now. But the rhyme just landed, couldn't tap out. We were broke, but the crew felt legendary. Every loose page like a little sanctuary.
Take me back to the block again, where the days ran long and the nights were friends, when the only thing we owned was a secondhand pen. But we felt like we'd already won. Back on the block again, where the dust and the dreams got tangled in wind. If I could press rewind just to live it again, I go back, back on the block again.
Yeah, 9 to 5 now. Tie strangling my collarbone. Still drum on the desk like it's my first microphone. Boss talk cheap, but the rent talk louder. Clock hit 6, I go chase that power. Basement booth, crack foam on the pop screen. Still chase that first gas from the block scene. Old heads say the game's all changed up. I just hear new lanes, same love, same cut. Still see that brick wall where we wrote our names. Half scrubbed off, but the ghost remains. Every scar on my knuckles from the freeze tag nights got me swinging through the dark, trying to reach that.
Take me back to the block again, where the days ran long and the nights were friends, when the only thing we owned was a secondhand pen. But we felt like we'd already won. Back on the block again, where the dust and the dreams got tangled in wind. If I could press rewind just to live it again, I go back, back on the block again. Ooh, funny how the time just fades, but the sound still stays in my veins. Every crack, every hiss, every shout from the stairs, it's all still there, all still there. Take me back to the block again, where the days ran long and the nights were friends, when the only thing we owned was a second-hand pen, but we felt like we'd already won. Back on the block again, where the dust and the dreams got tangled in wind. If I could press rewind just to live it again, I'd go back on the block again. Back on the block, back on the block, back on the block again, back on the block
again. Back when tags were ink and not icons.
Grease in the cab,
dust on the kicks. Whole crew packed in the back of the bus. 2 decks, 1 dream. Yeah. I was raised with a paint-stained brick, bodega cat sleep, same crate, same flick. Posters on the pole get torn by the wind, but the names on the wall live long on the skin. Little kid, double knot lace on my feet, cardboard laid out. Battles in the street, past that tape hits loud. Bass too deep, mom yelling from the window, you better not leave. Cop that blank Max seal, stole dad's deck. Pause, tape fingers, chop loops by guess. Rewind, click, line in. That mess turned into a beat that was better than the rest. Ciphers in the park till the cops rolled through. Circle so tight, felt safe with the crew. No phones out, just spit what you knew. You missed one bar, they clown you in school.
We were back on the block again. Same old steps, same old friends. Hands up high just to feel that wind. We were back on the block again. Ooh, can we rewind just one more spin? Hard on the brake, but the track still blends. Every little moment on the tape we been. We were back on the block again, again.
Now the block got glass, where we had cracks, condos where the corner used to hold our raps. Same old heads stand outside, hands clasped, talking about the days that'll never come back. I still hear drums in the crosswalk beep, NPC ghosts in the subway seats. Catch my reflection in the train glass deep. See that same broke kid that refused to sleep. Still got scuffs on the shell-toe toes, ink in my cuticles, tags in my notes. Still chase loops like I'm chasing hope. Dig till my fingers feel dust in the grooves. Play that joint, let it pop, let it sway. Needle drop heavy like the rent we pay. When the kick hits right, all the hurt goes gray, and the verse feels bigger than the block we stay.
We were back on the block again. Same old steps, same old friends. Hands up high just to feel that wind. We were back on the block again. Ooh, can we rewind just one more spin? Hard on the brake, but the track still blends. Every little moment on the tape we been. We were back on the block again, again, again. If I lose that sound, do I lose myself too? If the wall gets painted over, is the story still true?
Hums on the hook like a late night prayer. I rap to the past like it's still right there.
We were back on the block again. Same old steps, same old friends. Hands up high just to feel that wind. We were back on the block again. Ooh, can we rewind just one more spin? Hard on the brake, but the track still blends. Every little moment on the tape we been. We were back on the block again, again.
Back on the block. Back on the block. Back on the block. Every crack in the pavement, the bar I spit. Every tag on the train, still a part I miss. Fade that light, let the bass line grin. Let the record loop, let the past walk in.
Rain on the window.
Rain on the window. Rain on the window. Yeah, rain on the window. My foyer's in the stairwell. Old flyers on the fridge, dog. Yeah. Dates all faded, but I still smell the summer. Look. I was penning in the notebook, Bus pass, last seat, crooked cap. Trading tapes at the back row. Whole world in the jam sport, that's facts. Wanna store chips, great drink, loose change. Broke kids talk rich. Beat from a boombox bleeding. Shock the dust off the paint on the bricks. We ain't had much, just moments. Milk crate thrown on the curb, we sit. Cardboard laid on the concrete. Lil' homie tryna moonwalk, got it up grid. Mama yell, be home by dinner. Street lamp flickered, time just bent. I learned more on that black top than any teacher ever did in the 10s.
Take me back
To the nights on the block, where the rhyme book lived in my pocket. Every freestyle felt like a promise. We were kids, but we swore we were silent.
Take me back
To the tapes we would do. Hit rewind till the ribbon got stuck. All we needed was a cipher in love. If I could stay there, I'd never grow up. Whole squad packed in the basement. Posters curl from the heat on the wall. Mic hang low from a wire. One take, one shot, that's all. Ashtray on the amp, little smoke. Cousin at the door on watch, no talk. Neighbor banging on the ceiling, we just turned the volume down. Kept going on. Throwing battles in the lunchroom circle. Snapbacks, side backs, cheap grills. Clown shoes, thrift store jerseys. Heartbeats hitting harder than the bill collector's bills. Now it's swipe up, scroll down. But my mind hit pause in 96 when the scratch disc skipped on the hook. And we laugh, maybe glitch part of the mix.
Take me back
To the nights on the block, where the rhyme book lived in my pocket. Every freestyle felt like a promise. We were kids, but we swore we were solid.
Take me back
To the tapes we would dub. Hit rewind till the ribbon got stuck. All we needed was a cipher in love. If I could stay there, I'd never grow on. We ain't know about twins yet. Just friends in the bench in the sunset. Every dream fit inside that cassette. Press play, let the world reset. Oh,
Take me back
To the nights on the block, where the rhyme book lived in my pocket. Every freestyle felt like a promise. We were kids, but we swore we were solid.
Take me back
To the tapes we would do. Heck, rewind till the rhythm got stuck. All we needed was a cipher in love. If I could stay there, I'd never grow up. Old heads on the corner still posted. Same store, new sign, same scent. I walk past, hear an echo of us, and I, like the feet, never left.
Take me back Take me back Rain on the window Rain on the window
Rain on the window, muffled yells in the stairwell. Old flyers on the fridge door. Dates all faded, but I still smell the summer. I was penning the notebook, bus pass, last seat, crooked cap. Trading tapes at the back row. Whole world in the jam sport, it's facts. Corner store chips, great drink, loose change, broke kids, talk rich. Beat from a boombox bleeding. Shook the dust off the paint on the bricks. We ain't had much, just moments. Milk crate thrown on the curb, we sit. Cardboard laid on the concrete. Lil' homie tryna moonwalk out of the crib. Mama yell, be home by dinner. Street lamp flickered, time just bent. I learned more on that black top than any teacher ever did in the test.
Take me back
To the nights on the block,
where the rhyme book lived in my pocket. Every freestyle felt like a promise. We were kids, but we swore we were solid. Take me back
to the tapes he would dub. Hit rewind till the ribbon got stuck. All we needed was a
cipher in love.
If I could stay there, I'd never grow up. Whole squad packed in the basement. Posters curl from the heat on the wall. Mic hang low from a wire. One take, one shot, that's all. Ashtray on the amp, little smoke. Cousin at the door on watch, no talk. Neighbor banging on the ceiling, we just turned the volume down, kept going on. Battles in the lunchroom circle. snapbacks, side backs, cheap thrills, clown shoes, pre-store jerseys, heartbeats hitting harder than the bill collector's bills. Now it's swipe up, scroll down, but my mind hit pause in 96 when the scratch bit skipped on the hook and we last made the glitch part of the mix.
Then you back
to the nights on the block,
where the rhyme book lived in my pocket. Every freestyle felt like a promise. We were kids, but we swore we were silent.
Take me back to the tapes we would dub. Hit rewind till the ribbon got stuck. All we needed was a
cipher in love.
If I can stay there, I'd never grow up.
We ain't know about trends yet.
Nah.
Just friends in the bench in the sunset. Every dream fit inside that cassette. Press play, let the world reset. Take me back to the nights on the block where the rhyme book lived in my pocket. Take me back. Every freestyle felt like a promise.
To the lights on the floor,
to the tapes we would do. Hit rewind till the ribbon got stuck.
all we needed was inside.
Cipher in love.
If I can stay there, I'd never grow up. Old heads on the corner still posted.
Same store, new sign, same scent.
I walk past hearing echo of us, and I like the beat never left.
Back in the stereo days, taped over label, names on the case, rewind with a pencil, hands on the table, whole room shakes when that kick hits fatal. Brown box speakers on a cinder block shelf, we were dubbing over hits, trying to carve ourselves. Hoodie full of flyers, ink on my palms, ciphers in the hallway spitting out songs. Dust in the sunbeam cutting through the room, one cracked window, whole block boom. Mama yelling, turn it down, we just laugh. Turn it up a notch, let the neighbors do the math.
Cheap gold chain over sweat stained tee. Whole crew cramped up on the bus, city heat. Riding on the transfer bars on the back. Every stop another plot to get off this track. Back in the stereo days, when we lived by the pause and play. Every rhyme was a hallway stage. Every scratch wrote another page. So take me back to the static and haze, where the world felt wide in a narrow place. We were broke, but our hearts got paid. Back in the stereo days.
Cardboard on concrete, spin till the spine aches. Sneakers all scuffed, but the pride ain't. Graffiti in the frame of a corner store sign. Whole life mapped in a crooked skyline. Battles on the blacktop, crowd in the ring. Winner got respect, loser learned to swing. No cameras out, just memory proof. If you weren't there, you don't know that truth.
Late night trains, glass shows my face. Practice in the window, mouth words keep pace. Dreams in a backpack, pants in a cup. If the city didn't love us, we were making it up. Back in the stereo days, when we lived by the pause and play. Every rhyme was a hallway stage. Every scratch wrote another page. So take me back to the static and haze, where the world felt wide in a narrow place. We were broke, but our hearts got paid. Back in the stereo days.
We ain't kids now, but the echo still rings. Old heads humming to the same old things. Close my eyes once, send them right back there. Crooked fitted on, ink stains everywhere.
Back in the stereo days, when we lived by the pause and play. Every rhyme was a hallway stage. Every scratch wrote another page. So take me back to the static and haze, where the world felt wide in a narrow place. We were broke, but our hearts got paid. Back in the stereo days.
Back in the stereo,
Back in the stereo days.
just a kid in the tape, trying to find his name.
Back in the stereo.
Fade into the home, but the feeling will remain. Yeah.
Back in the stereo days. Back in the stereo days.
Yeah. Back
Back in the stereo days, taped over label, names on the case, rewind with a pencil, hands on the table, whole room shakes when that kick is fatal. Brown box speakers on the cinder block shelf, we were dubbing over hits, trying to carve ourselves. Hoodie full of flyers, ink on my palms, ciphers in the hallway, spitting out songs. Dust in the sunbeam, cutting through the room. One cracked window, whole block boom. Mama yelling, turn it down, we just laugh. Turn it up a notch, let the neighbors do the math. Cheap gold chain over sweat-stained tee. Whole crew cramped up on the bus, city heat. Writing on the transfer, bars on the back. Every stop another plot to get off this track.
Oh, back in the stereo days, when we lived by the pause and play. Every rhyme was a hallway stage, every scratch wrote another page. So take me back to the static and haze, where the world felt wide in a narrow place. We were broke, but our hearts got paid. Back in the stereo days, cardboard on concrete, spin till the spine aches. Sneakers all scuffed, but the pride ain't. Graffiti in the frame of a corner store sign. Whole life map in a crooked skyline. Battles on the blacktop, crowd in a ring. Winner got respect, loser learn to swing. No cameras out, just memory proof. If you weren't there, you don't know that truth. Late night trains, glass shows my face. Practice in the window, mouth words keep pace. Dreams in the backpack, pants in the cup. If the city didn't love us, we were making it up. Back in the stereo days, when we lived by the pause and play. Every rhyme was a hallway stage, every scratch wrote another page. So take me back to the static and haze, where the world fell wide in a narrow place. We were broke, but our hearts got paid. Back in the stereo days, stereo days.
Yeah, we ain't kids now, but the echo still rings.
Old heads humming to the same old thing.
Close my eyes once,
and I'm right back there.
crooked fitted on, ink stains everywhere.
Oh, back in the stereo days, when we lived by the pause and play. Every rhyme was a hallway stage, every scratch wrote another page. So take me back to the static and haze, where the world fell wide in a narrow place. We were broke, but our hearts got paid. Back in the stereo days, stereo days.
Back in the stereo. Just a kid in a tape, trying to find his name. Back in the stereo. Feel it, still in my veins. Back in the stereo.
Back in the stereo days. Back in the stereo days.
It's just a kid in the tape, trying to find his name.
Back in the stereo.
Fade into the hum, but the feeling remains.
Old posters on brick walls, tags on the train cars glide past. Walkman in my Jansport, whole world in that small glass.
Late fee on that tape, still dubbed it anyway. Hit record, hit play. Pray the DJ didn't say a word. Over my favorite phrase, finger on pause, index ready. Kitchen table, deck unsteady. Mom yelling that the rice gon' burn. I'm loop building, hands stay petty. Hand me down kicks, loose lace. Bench by the core, that's space. Cardboard lay like holy ground. Spins on the spine till the sky turn brown. Cousin showed me how to tuck my chin. Said if you slip, you still grin. Little cut on my cheek, still thin. But I felt 10 feet when the beat came in.
Oh, take me back to the static freak days, where the break ran long and the crowd just swayed. We were rich off a rhyme and a worn out tape, and the whole block sang every phrase. Take me back, let the moment replay. Every park jam night, every scrimmage of fate. We were kids with a dream in the milk crate stage, and the whole block sang every phrase.
Brown bag lunch, black and blue notebook. Bars in the margins, math got no look. Sat in the back, hoodie to my nose. Teacher called my name, I was writing new hooks. Cypher at the stairs, that echo. Heart tapped out like a techno. Beat on the door, I was next, oh. Voice crack once, then the flex grow. We ain't had much, but the slang we made. Inside jokes, little legends of the hallway shade. Saw my brother turn pain into punchline. Saw my neighbor dodge cages with drum lines. Bodega light buzzing on my late night route. Chips in my pocket, big plans in my mouth. Swore I get us all out, even if the map torn. Cause every 16 felt like a platform.
Take me back to the static free days where the break ran long and the crowd just swayed. We were rich off a rhyme and a worn out tape, and the whole block sang every phrase. Take me back, let the moment replay. Every park jam night, every scrimmage of fade. We were kids with a dream in a milk crate stage, and the whole block sang.
Oh yeah, we ain't know the world would sample us later. Little side streets, pressed to the fader. Every shout, every laugh, every fight in the stairwell. Now it all ring clear like a church bell. If I could freeze that buzzing light, I would. If I could loop that summer night, I would. But the side be spinning to the clear taping, so I rewind hearts every time I press pin.
Take me back to the static free days where the break ran long and the crowd just swayed. We were rich off a rhyme and a worn out tape, and the whole block sang every phrase. Take me back, let the moment replay. Every park jam night, every scrimmage of fade. We were kids with a dream in a milk crate stage, and the whole block sang every phrase. Posters on brick walls, fade where the sun hits low. Still hit a call from the corner every time that needle go, 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 go. Old posters on brick walls, tags on the train cars glide past. Walkman in my jeans, boy. Whole world in that small class.
Look, late fee on that tape, still dubbed it anyway. Hit record, hit play. Pray the DJ didn't say a word. Over my favorite phrase, finger on pause, index ready. Kitchen table, deck unsteady. Mom yelling that the rice gon' burn. I'm loop building, hands stay petty. Hand-me-down kicks, loose lace. Bench by the court, that's base. Cardboard lay like holy ground. Spins on the spine till the sky turn brown. Cousin showed me how to tuck my chin. Said if you slip, you still grin. Little cut on my cheek, still thin. But I felt 10 feet when the beat came in.
Oh, take me back to the static free days where the break ran long and the crowd just swayed. We were rich off a rhyme and a worn out tape, and the whole block sang every phrase. Yeah, take me back, let the moment replay. Every park jam night, every scrimmage of fade. We were kids with a dream in a milk crate stage, and the whole block sang every phrase. Yeah.
Brown bag lunch, black and blue notebook. Bars in the margins, math got no look. Sad in the back, hoodie to my nose. Teacher called my name, I was writing new hooks up. Cypher at the stairs that echo. Heart tapped out like a techno. Beat on the door, I was next though. Voice crack once, then the flex grow. We ain't have much but the slang we made. Inside jokes, little legends of the hallway shade. Saw my brother turn pain into punchline. Saw my neighbor dodge cages with drum lines. Bodega light buzzing on my late night route. Chips in my pocket, big plans in my mouth. Swore I'd get us all out, even if the map torn. Cause every 16 felt like a platform.
Take me back to the static free days where the break ran long and the crowd just swayed. We were rich off a rhyme and a worn out tape, and the whole block sang every phrase. Take me back, let the moment replay. Every park jam night, every scrimmage of fade. We were kids with a dream in a milk crate stage, and the whole block sang every phrase.
Oh yeah. We ain't know the world would sample us later. Little side streets, pressed to the fader. Every shout, every laugh, every fight in the stairwell. Now it all ring clear like a church bell. If I could freeze that buzzing light, I would. If I could loop that summer night, I would. But the side be spinning to the clear tape bend. So I rewind hearts every time I press pin.
Take me back to the static free days where the break ran long and the crowd just swayed. We were rich off a rhyme and a worn out tape, and the whole block sang every phrase. Take me back, let the moment replay. Every park jam night, every scrimmage of fade. We were kids with a dream in a milk crate stage, and the whole block sang every phrase. Every phrase.
it slow. Still hear the call from the corner every time the needle goes.
Late night hallway, tags on the wall, stay. Dust in the sun ray, dreams in a tall crate.
Yeah. Little kid, fat laces on the floor tiles, taping off the radio, chasing all the raw styles. Pause button king, finger on the record hits. Praying that my older cousin never hears the misses. Ciphers in the lobby, hoodie smell like cheap smoke. Battles in the stairwell, laughing when the beat broke. No book armor, margins full of wild plans. Thinking I could write a better future in these cramped hands. I learned math, counting bars, not the lunch line. Hunger in my stomach had me hunting for a punchline. Teacher said focus, homie said go in. So I split the difference, wrote a classic in my notebook spine. Yeah.
Back in the stairwell, echoing the halls when the verse fell. We were young, but we swore that we never fall off. We were writing our names in the dust in the drywall. Take me back, back to the tape deck. Rewind, let it click on the playback. We were broke, but we lived like the world was ours. Every line, every laugh, every midnight hour.
Now I see the corner store turn to a condo. Same block, new face, same shadows where my rhyme grow. They paved over cracks where we used to post up, but I still hear the echoes every time the beat rolls up.
Crew spread out.
Some caught in the wrong scene, some suit and tied now, scrolling on they small screens. I'm still that kid, scribbling in the margins. Only thing that changed is the stage and the jargon. I wear the city like a logo on my chest. Still salute the old heads that showed me how to bless. This is for the milk crate DJs, subway poets, anybody with a broke pair of headphones that still knows
Take me back, back in the stairwell, echoing the halls when the verse fell. We were young, but we swore that we never fall off. We were writing our names in the dust in the drywall. Take me back, back to the tape deck. Rewind, let it click on the playback. We were broke, but we lived like the world was ours. Every line, every laugh, every midnight hour. Do you feel it when the night gets quiet? You feel it? All dreams open like a secret choir. Close your eyes, you can find that fire. Still there, still there, still there. Take me back in the stairwell, echoing the halls when the verse fell. We were young, but we swore that we never fall off. We were writing our names in the dust in the drywall. Take me back to the tape deck. Rewind, let it click on the playback. We were broke, but we lived like the world was ours. Every line, every laugh, every midnight hour.
back in the stairwell. Back when the world felt small. Now the map got bigger, but I still hear that call.
Late bus home, headphones taped, graph on the window, name half scraped. Corner store bell, dust on the glass, change on the counter, short by half. Tag on the mailbox, sticker on the sign. Whole crew cramped on that county line. Ciphers in the stairwell, echo in the dark. Cousin had crates, milk carts stacked up. Needle hit the label, static in the air. Whole block vanished, I was right there.
Loosely folded, verses in the spine of a beat up notebook kept me in line. 3-stop ride from the last stop stretch. Only thing clean was the rhyme I pressed. Take me back to the stairwell, where the paint still drips and the night felt mellow. We were kings of the echo. Had nothing in our pockets but the dreams felt fatal. Turn it up in the stairwell. Let the past spin slow, let the heart get settled. Every
Every scratch on the record I know. That's the sound of the place we go.
Back in the stairwell. Basement party fly, stapled in a row. Same brick wall from 1,000 shows. DJ hoodie up, light on his face. Thumb on the edge, just riding that tray. Sneaks on the wire, hung like a sign. Who made it out? Who's still trying? Polaroid peeling, thumbprint stain. Crew fade out like a passing train.
Grandma in the kitchen, pot on low. Radio crooked, talking that flow. Said,
right what you live, now what you chase. So I carved every loss in a line, notebook page.
Take me back to the stairwell, stairwell, where the paint still drips and the night fell mellow. We were kings of the echo. Had nothing in our pockets but the dreams fell fatal. Turn it up in the stairwell, stairwell. Let the past spin slow, let the heart get settled. Every scratch on the record I know. That's the sound of the place we go. Back in the stairwell. Old tape hits on a late night ride. Every bar hit like the flips we tried. If I drift too far from that crooked rail, let that crackle call me right back to the stairwell. Take me back to the stairwell, stairwell, where the paint still drips and the night fell mellow. We were kings of the echo. Had nothing in our pockets but the dreams fell fatal. Turn it up in the stairwell, stairwell. Let the past spin slow, let the heart get settled. Every scratch on the record I know. That's the sound of the place we go. Back in the stairwell. Back in the stairwell.
Labor's home, headphones tape, graph on a window, name half scrape.
Corner store bell, dust on the glass, change on the counter, short by half. Tag on the mailbox, sticker on the sign. Whole crew cramped on that county line. Ciphers in the stairwell, echo in the duct. Cousin had crates, milk car stacked up. Needle hit the label, static in the air. Whole block vanished, I was right there. Loosely folded, verses in the spine of a beat up notebook kept me in line.
Three-star bride from the last stop stress. Only thing clean was the rhyme I prayed.
Take me back to the stairwell, stairwell, where the paint still drips and the night fell mellow. We were kings of the echo, echo. Had nothing in our pockets but the dream fell fatal. Turn it up in the stairwell, stairwell. Let the past spin slow, let the heart get settled. Every scratch on the record I know. That's the sound of the place we go. Back in the stairwell.
Party flyer stapled in a row. Same brick wall from 1,000 shows. DJ hoodie up, light on his face. Thumb on the edges, riding that tray. Sneaks on the wire, hung like a sign. Who made it out? Who's still trying? Polaroid peeling, thumbprint stain. Crew fade out like a passing train.
Grandma in the kitchen, pot on low. Radio crooked, talking that flow. Say right what you live, not what you chase. So I carved every loss in a line notebook page. Take me back to the stairwell, stairwell, where the paint still drips and the night fell mellow. We were kings of the echo, echo. Had nothing in our pockets but the dreams fell fatal. Turn it up in the stairwell, stairwell. Let the past spin slow, let the heart get settled. Every scratch on the record I know. That's the sound of the place we go. Back in the stairwell. Old tape hits on a late night ride. Every bar hit like the flips we tried. If I drift too far from that crooked rail, let that crackle call me right back to the stairwell.
heart gets settled. Every scratch on the record, I know that's the sound of the place we go. Back in the stairwell.
Labor screeching, cold wind breathing, tags on the window glass. Whole crew squeezed in the back just dreaming.
Cracked sneakers,
Laced up tight,
we was broke kids.
still felt right. Cipher in the stairwell, echo in the pipe. One pen, one pad, trying to change our life.
Hey,
Dust on the needle, mama yelling through the wall.
turn that down, but the drums made us tall.
Taped over whole show, static in the hall.
Every little bar felt bigger than it all. Yeah. Take me back to the stairwell corners, where we wrote our names in the smoke, where the whole block felt like a chorus. Every laugh, every verse, every joke, I can still hear the hallway echo. Every dream we were trying to protect. If I could live one night in that retro, I rewind, press play, and respect.
Graph on the lunch table, markers bleeding blue. Lunch tray, hustle, bag of chips for a view of the girl with the headphones, mouthing words too. We ain't had much, but we had that crew. Taxes on the late night, windows rolling past. We was broke, but our city still looked like glass. Try to fit the whole world in a 30-minute class. Teacher says sit still, I just scribble more raps.
Take me back to the stairwell corners, where we wrote our names in the smoke, where the whole block felt like a chorus. Every laugh, every verse, every joke, I can still hear the hallway echo. Every dream we were trying to protect. If I could live one night in that retro, I rewind, press play, and respect. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We ain't scared of the years that pass. They just live in the groove, in the hits and the crash.
Every scar on the past still shines when the memories flash. Oh. Take me back to the stairwell corners, where we wrote our names in the smoke, where the whole block felt like a chorus. Every laugh, every verse, every joke, I can still hear the hallway echo. Every dream we were trying to protect. If I could live one night in that retro, I rewind, press play, and respect one more time.
Lake bus screeching, cold wind breathing, tags on the window glass, whole crew squeezed in the back, just dreaming. Cracked sneakers, laced up tight, we was broke kids, still felt right. Cipher in the stairwell, echo in the pipe. One pen, one pad, trying to change our life. Dust on the needle, mama yelling through the wall. Turn that down, but the drums made us tall. Taped over old shows, static in the hall. Every little bar felt bigger than it all.
Yeah. Take me back to the stairwell corner, where we wrote our names in the smoke, where the whole block felt like a chorus. Every laugh, every verse, every joke, I can still hear the hallway echo. Every dream we were trying to protect. If I could live one night in that retro, I rewind, press play, and respect.
Graph on the lunch table, markers bleeding blue. Lunch tray, hustle, bag of chips for a view of the girl with the headphones, mouthing words too. We ain't have much, but we had that crew. taxes on a late night. Windows rolling past, we was broke, but our city still looked like glass. Try to fit the whole world in a 30-minute class. Teacher said sit still, I just scribble more raps.
Take me back to the stairwell corners, where we wrote our names in the smoke, where the whole block felt like a chorus. Every laugh, every verse, every joke, I could still hear the hallway echo. Every dream we were trying to protect. If I could live one night in that retro, I rewind, press play.
We ain't scared of the years that pass. They just live in the groove and the hiss and the crash. Every scar on the past still shines when the memories flash.
Take me back to the stairwell corners, where we wrote our names in the smoke, where the whole block felt like a chorus. Every laugh, every verse, every joke, I can still hear the hallway echo. Every dream we were trying to protect. If I could live one night in that retro, I'd rewind, press play and skip. Gray paint peeling, tagging, bleeding, old flies on the hallway door.
Some dreams made it, most dreams stayed here. Scuffed shells on that dusty floor.
Used to stash tapes by the radiator. Look, one phrase made it feel greater. Pause button cuts, hands cramped all night. Mom yelling out, kill the light. Ciphers in the stairwell, 2 floors down. Echo on the wall, that basement sound. One kid beatboxed, one kid spun. One kid swore this block was the one. Summer sweat, new era have been. Lunch money flipped on the rent. We ain't had much, had a busted deck, but a cracked little deck made a king out the set.
Back in the stairwell where the whole world fit in the hallway. We were loud, we were lost, but we loved it in our broken way.
Hands up, heads nod, we were alright. Turn late, bus nights in the stage lights. If you know, then you know, you can tell. It all started
Back in the stairwell.
I remember loose leaf with the corners torn. Wrote the Ross lines on the walk to dawn. Snuck in the park past the closing time. Spit one verse, heard her run that line. Had a crush on the girl from the corner store. She knew every bar as you got more. Gave a side E hard on tape. Pray she wouldn't bounce when the hit scrape. OG on the bench said keep that pen. World might spin, but the words come again. Didn't get rich, but I left with proof. Every cracked brick still holds my youth.
Back in the stairwell where the whole world fit in a hallway. We were loud, we were lost, but we loved it in our broken way.
Hands up, heads nod, we were alright. Turn late, bus nights in the stage lights.
If you know, then you know, you can tell. It all started back in the stairwell. Back in the stairwell.
Now the paint's all new, doors all changed. Same block name, but the fields rearranged. I drive by slow, see the kids, same eyes. Same cheap shoes, same big sky.
Back in the stairwell. Back in the stairwell where the whole world fit in a hallway. We were loud, we were lost, but we loved it in our broken way.
Hands up, heads nod, we were alright. Turn late, bus nights in the stage lights. If you know, then you know, you can tell.
It all started back in the stairwell. Back in the stairwell.
stash tapes by the radiator. Loop one phrase made it feel greater. Pause button cuts, hands cramped all night. Mom yelling out, kill the light. Ciphers in the stairwell, 2 floors down. Echo on the walls, that basement sound. One kid beatbox, one kid spun. One kid swore this block was the one. Summer sweat, new era happened. Lunch money flipped on the rent. We ain't had much, had a busted deck, but a cracked little deck made a king out the set.
Back in the stairwell, where the whole world fit in the hallway. We were loud, we were lost, but we loved it in our broken way. Hands up, heads down, we were alright. Turn late, bus nights in the stage lights. If you know, then you know, you could tell it all started back in the stairwell.
I remember loose leaf with the corners torn. Wrote the Ross lines on the walk to dawn. Snuck in the park past the closing time. Spit one verse, heard her run that line. Had a crush on the girl from the corner store. She knew every bar, asked you got more. Gave a side A, heart on tape. Prayed she wouldn't bounce when the hits scrape.
OG on the bench said, keep that pen. World might spin, but the words come again. Didn't get rich, but I left with proof. Every cracked brick still holds my youth. Oh, back in the stairwell, where the whole world fit in the hallway. We were loud, we were lost, but we loved it in our broken way. Hands up, heads down, we were alright. Turn late, bus nights in the stage lights. If you know, then you know, you can tell it all started back in the stairwell. Back in the stairwell.
Now the paint's all new, doors all changed. Same block name, but the fields rearranged. I drive by slow, see the kids, same eyes. Same cheap shoes, same big sky.